Hi, I'm Amanda with Tranquility Life Health, and really I just wanted to introduce myself today. I am currently a health and life coach. I've been certified since 2020, and I decided to finally make a go of my business for a lot of reasons. A big reason is I actually had a thriving cleaning business that I had started, and my back started hurting about 8 to 10 months ago. I just kept pushing through it, like we all do, just push. Like, we don't have a choice, right? We have to work. I ended up blowing a couple of discs in my back, and I was literally like laid up completely and I couldn't clean. I couldn't even do anything in my house, and I was just like freaking out, it would take me like 5 minutes just to, get from my bed to the bathroom. These like little shuffles. So anyways, I thought, I've been doing this for a while now. I just haven't actually tried to make a career out of it. I did it for the love of it. So I decided, let's make this a thing. Let's turn what I love to do, which is helping people be happy and healthy, into a career. So here I am. My story with health and life coaching really started in my early 20s when I started having all of these weird health conditions, like symptoms. And I was pretty healthy. My mom raised us right, so we always ate good meals, home-cooked meals. I was a very good cook, even when I was really young. Lots of fruits and vegetables, I knew how to take good care of myself. Very active, always hiking, walking, doing like exercises, just basic little exercises. And I remember in my early 20s, I ended up blowing my shoulder out. And it was just like it was sore, and I remember I was kind of rubbing it, and I heard this pop. And it swelled all the way out, almost to my neck. It was terrible. I was down for months with it. I was terrified. My daughter was like 3 years old at the time, and she ended up getting this horrible case of head lice. And my mom had to help me. She took her for a little while, and I was just like, and I had head lice too, so I'm like, oh my God, what am I going to do? It was terrible. But after that, as time passed, I started developing rosacea. I started getting cystic acne. My joints started hurting me a lot. I started gaining weight, like in my mid-20s. I didn't know why. It was just like I had no energy. It hurt just to move, which was so not like me. I'm very type A personality kind of person. I'm always up and moving. I'm doing something, creating something, making something better, working harder, whatever it is. And I was just like, there's something really wrong with me. And my husband at the time, you could tell at first he was kind of concerned, and then it turned into like, yeah, almost like, you're making it up. And everyone around me, I felt like they got tired of hearing me talk about it, and it was very isolating. I felt so alone. I would go to the doctors. They would do basic blood tests, which, as we know, basic blood tests do very little for people who are having chronic symptoms like that, right? They're like, oh yeah, we're just gonna, check all of the basic things in your blood, and then as soon as that says everything's fine, you're back out the door. Unless you're insistent and persistent. And so I was just like, okay, nobody believes me. Nobody believes me. So I'm just gonna, this is it. This is how I'm going to have to live my life. I'm just gonna have to be miserable. And after a little while of that, I said, you know what, there's gotta be answers somewhere. And I decided to use Google for good, and I started just researching like crazy, and not even just blogs and things, but I was going on to like medical research, documents and health studies and things that they had actually found, like Harvard Medical Journal, things like that. And I started learning a lot. I figured out how to get rid of my cystic acne, my rosacea first. And after that, I started learning a lot about organic foods and the chemicals in our foods and how incredibly horrible they are for us. I know that's like another big thing where people are like, oh, is it really that important, to go organic? Yes, it is. But if you can't afford it, at least make things at home. Because I'm telling you right now, these big corporations, they don't care about you. They don't care about your health. They care about their pockets and their bottom line. That's all they care about. They put chemicals in to make that food stay good on the shelf so that they can make more money. They don't care about what those chemicals are doing to you. You need to care. We need to care about ourselves. So that was a big thing I did, like processed foods, got rid of those, started working on, and I was already really healthy growing up. You know, like I said, my mom, she taught us right, but I went to the next level, you know, like what herbs, spices, what mega foods are out there, or superfoods, you know, like what can I add in? And as I started to shift all of these things and learn proper exercise, I had always loved yoga, and then at that point I really got into it. Yoga, Pilates, intermittent fasting became a thing. That, I think, has been very beneficial. Herbs to help cleanse your body. There are so many herbs and spices that I love. And I started feeling better and better. And I started shedding weight. My skin cleared up. And energy levels came back. And I was like, you know, it's not so bad. Making these little changes, it seems hard at first, but man, the trade-off in the long run, like when you feel like yourself again, you feel like you're on top of the world and you're unstoppable, like that's where it's at. And if we're going to live this life anyways, right, why live it miserably? So with the health coaching, I was like, you know, I want to teach people. I want to teach them what I know. I don't want anybody to be miserable. Most importantly, though, I don't want anybody to feel alone. When somebody is struggling and they feel like nobody believes them, nobody hears them, nobody cares, I want to be that person that's standing there with you, helping you. Like, I have learned so much, and I have a lot of tools. I have a lot of little, you know, like handouts and things that I use to really help you, not just with your health, your physical health, but also with your mental health, like regaining yourself again, your clarity, your joy and happiness in your life. It's so important. So anyways, in a nutshell, that's who I am. That's why I'm here. It is a real passion of mine. And so if you like my video, I'm going to have a lot more to come. Please subscribe down below or follow me. Thanks, everyone.